Hi, my friend, welcome. So, I got back from a trip to Sweden recently, and I wanted to share my skincare lessons with you that I learned while I was there. So, whether it was the cold air, the coffee drinking, and kind of just the change of pace, but my skin was really going through it. And so, in this video, I'm going to share my top 3 skincare tips with you that helped my skin feel a bit more supported and a bit more nourished while I was on the go. So, let's get started. So lesson number 1, hydration, especially when you're drinking a lot of coffee. So one of the things I love about Sweden is that we drink a lot of coffee, and we have a word in Swedish called fika, which means taking a little moment, a break to drink some coffee and have like a sweet treat. So you can imagine being in Sweden, I was seeing family and friends who were having a lot of fika moments. So I was drinking tons of coffee and my skin started looking dull, it started looking more sunken in. And so I realized that my skin was dehydrated. So one of the things that I did was to bring a bottle of water with me wherever I went. So I was just sipping some water now and then, and that was a really huge big piece. But also you want to add a pinch of sea salt to the water because it will help with the absorption and the electrolyte imbalance. So it's actually going to help the cells retain the hydration more by adding a little pinch of salt, and it doesn't have to be a lot, but that really will help with hydration on the inside. So that's lesson number 1. So lesson number 2, dry skin in cold climates. So I immediately noticed this when I got to Sweden, and I noticed it so clearly because I spend most of my time now in Los Angeles and Thailand, and so I don't have this issue a lot. But if you live in colder climates, or if you're traveling to colder climates, cold weather and also the dry heat that you have inside just to keep you warm can actually contribute to really dry skin. And so what happens then is your skin is going to look and feel a little bit more tight and dry, and you can see your lines a little bit more prominently on your skin. And so I really doubled up on nourishment and moisture for my skin. And so I start with some hydration. So you start with a little bit of toner, which is going to hydrate the skin. But what I really did was apply a face oil. So this face oil right here is called Global Face Serum, and it's tons of different antioxidants and minerals. And so you want to ideally take a little bit of face oil here while your skin is still a little damp, and you want to pat it or massage it into the skin, because the oil here is going to help with the dryness of your skin. It's going to absorb all the nutrients and all the vitamins and antioxidants. So it's really going to be nourishment for your skin and really going to lock in that moisture and in that hydration. And so taking a moment to massaging a face oil is going to be super key. And sometimes when I have really dry skin, and especially when I was in Sweden, I needed something a little bit more, and that is a face and eye balm. And so this is Global Treasures. It's a face balm, and it contains shea butter, contains camellia oil, all these amazing nourishing ingredients that's going to help really nourish the skin and really moisturize the skin. And so I take a little balm here, and I actually apply it all over my face. So I take some of this balm and just really apply it underneath the eyes, especially in the areas where my skin was looking a little bit more dry. And so putting it all under my eyes, or even around here, any areas where you're feeling tons of dryness. So that's gonna again further lock in that moisture and hydration, which is super key when you're dealing with dry skin in cold weather. So lesson number 3, facial posture awareness. So this was a really subtle one that I noticed, but actually really powerful. So when we're stressed and when we're in cold climates, we tend to furrow our brows. So when we're kind of mentally elsewhere, we furrow our brows, we tighten the jaw a little bit, we kind of let our face hang. And so what happens over time, it can lead to facial tension, more lines, and kind of just like having your face look a little bit more tired. And so one of the things that I did that really helped me was just to kind of be a little bit more aware of my face. And sometimes I'm going to show you this simple little thing here that I did. So you notice here, I'm kind of just letting my face hang right now. You see here, my lips are going down a little bit, kind of looking a little bit more tired. And you see the difference when I go like this. And it's just a very subtle movement, but what I'm doing here is kind of just relaxing my eyebrows a little bit more, not letting things hang. I'm aware of my cheek and kind of intentionally just lifting my cheeks a little bit here, not letting the sides of my lips here kind of droop. So I'm kind of just being a little bit more aware. And this is a huge component because we're actually teaching our face to kind of moving up and moving here as opposed to just dragging down like this. It's also not about holding a pose. It's just about a simple awareness by checking in once in a while and thinking, okay, what am I doing with my face right now? Am I dropping on my face like this? Or am I just being a bit more aware and present and lifting here? And it doesn't have to take a lot. And the more you do this, the more you're going to train your muscles to engage and kind of lift and being a little bit more aware. So this is just simple facial posture that can make a huge difference when you are taking some time to kind of just go in a couple times even throughout the day, just kind of being aware. Where am I? Am I furrowing my brows? Am I crinkling my nose? Am I clenching my jaw? What am I doing with my face? And just kind of simple awareness that can really make a big difference. So I hope you like these 3 lessons that I'm sharing with you today. And if you're traveling or if you live in colder climates, this is something like to keep in mind of, and that's going to help support your skin in the long run. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and please let me know in the comments below of some tips that are helping you in cold weather climates. And I'll see you in the next one.